everyone, I am Miss Allen, and today's lesson will be to find sums of 10 with two numbers using addition. The goal of the lesson is for my learners to learn different strategies they can use to add two numbers that equal the sum of 10. The objectives to be completed are as follows. Number 1, students will identify pairs of numbers that equal the sum of 10. Number 2, students will solve word problems with sums of 10 for two add-ins. We will review numbers that add to the number 10. You'll learn to play a game that you can play with your friends and family using a 10 frame. Afterwards, we will read the book called 10 Friends. And let me go ahead and just show you the book. This is the front cover of the book 10 Friends. Very colorful. And I'm sure you'll find some friends in there that you're very familiar with. When we finish the book, we will solve word problems for the numbers of friends in the book that add to the number 10. We will think about how we could choose two friends of our favorite friends from this book to get exactly 10 friends in all. Also in the lesson, you will see two numbers and will demonstrate on the 10 frame if the two numbers add up to the number 10. Students will be guided through the lesson with questions from the storybook, The 10 Friends, to enhance student learning and understanding. Students will have an opportunity to work in small whole groups as well as with their peer support buddies. Students will also work independently and support will be offered from the teacher as well as the paraprofessional. For this lesson, we will use some manipulatives. Let me go ahead and introduce those manipulatives that we will be using. First, we have counters. The counters, I'm sure some of you all have seen these before, are red and yellow. They're two-toned. Now these here are not exactly the ones that you're used to seeing, but just be creative. Use what you have as long as you know what the purpose of it is. So what I'm holding here, one side is yellow and the other side is red. For camera purposes, let me just show you this side by side so where you can see the yellow and the red. These will help us in counting and using the 10 frames, which is what I'm about to introduce now, the 10 frame. The 10 frame, guys, I know you probably haven't never seen it outlined in green. It's normally outlined in black. But again, be creative. This is a 10 frame. As long as it has 10 spaces, you'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, that's the 10 frame. Also, the students will be using their student whiteboard. And let me show you what that looks like. There it is there. Very creative, guys. This is, again, not one that you've probably used to seeing, but it will actually work and serve the purpose. We also have a talking piece. Now, guys, this is very important because as one person is talking, the others are supposed to be listening. This shows an act of respect. So I want to introduce you guys to the talking piece that we will be using. He's saying hello. This is Mr. Smiley. Mr. Smiley will be used to help us talk while we are in a circle. And he's going to help us show the best respect that we can. So everyone say hello to Mr. Talkie. All right. So we also will need some other materials here. A dry erase marker. Also, a sheet of paper, lined paper, nothing fancy about it. And a pencil, just in case you need it. So the paper and the pencil is only if you need it. We're going to do a lot of our work using the 10 frame, the counters, as well as our whiteboard. Okay? And then also, just in case, we have some numbers here. And this right here is actually going to go towards our game in the end, if you remember me talking about it in the beginning. So, of course, you see numbers. They are double, which means 2. And you have numbers from 0 to 9. Again, we'll be using this later on in the lesson, okay? Now, some of our classroom friends will be using the iPad. And this will just enhance their learning as well as we've been doing. And it will just offer some other different programs that they can use to kind of go along with our addition lesson. Okay, guys? And I don't think I am missing anything else. But I do. I have some special friends here I want to introduce to you that will be helping us out with the story called 10 Friends, okay? Now listen, before I tell you about these special friends here, I want you to know that they are here to enhance the story, 10 Friends, okay? They are not to be played with, okay? They're just going to offer support. All right, here's our story again, the 10 Friends. All right, and as I introduce these friends, guys, you may actually see them in the book. We'll see. So here is Pinky Bear. All right, Pinky Bear, I bet he's in 10 Friends. And then this one here, nothing special, okay? You guys can probably already guess who this is. This is just Mr. Ducky. All right, so these are the 2 friends that will help us enhance our learning as we read the book 10 Friends, okay, guys? It's going to help out quite a bit. So I'm going to sit them back down right there. And I just want you guys just to look. We won't go through all the friends because I don't want it to ruin the surprise, but look at just how animated it is and how colorful it is. And remember, that's what our special friends are for, okay? So they're going to kind of guide us through the book, 10 Friends. The benefit and the impact on my student learners begins with the collection of data. When planning a lesson, it is important that I keep in mind that the lesson must be the same for all learners. But for my exceptional learners, I may have to accommodate or modify the lesson just a little bit in order to properly service them. Now, how the lesson is delivered and the materials used can mean a lot for our focus learners. The visual representation of 2 numbers that add to the number 10 in the story allows students to extend their understanding of addition. The data collected from my lesson will be used to enrich my personal learning and allow me to evaluate the effectiveness of my lesson. This lesson allows me to see how well it turned out by the assessment outcome of my student learners. From the assessments, I will be able to tell the impact that was made to the students by observations, and will be able to tell where the most is needed for my learners. It also tells me if the environment for teaching was effective, along with the delivery of the lesson. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short overview. See you soon.